Hello, Leo. How are you guys doing? This reading is for you, okay? Leo. Okay, I just want to clear the energy really, really quick. Let's see. Okay, Leo. Some of you may be like planning a trip for summertime. Thinking ahead about what you want to do in the summer, but I see someone running in the summer and it's like running free. But I feel like you're going to feel that now. There's just something really big happening here. And I feel like a lot of you feel it. A lot of you are manifesting this for your life. You have the Five of Swords and the Three of Cups. For some of you, this is a situation where, there's things that you could look back on, There are situations that you could look back on. There's old people that you could go back to, groups of people that you could allow into your life here. But at the same time, you have been praying to get out of some stuck situation. Some situation that you're feeling trapped to and feeling like now is the time to move forward and to be able to have this joy. But you're conflicted about moving forward, because you have the Eight of Swords now and the Queen of Swords. So there was some sort of conflict about moving forward, about how to move forward, what's the right way to move forward. For some of you, you could be facing this right now. See, it's like this is conflicting energies because this is holding back and this is moving forward. So which one, And for a lot of you, this is in the recent past that you felt this. A lot of you have felt this confliction for quite some time now, and you're ready for that to be over. You're ready to step into clarity. You're ready to attract new things. You're ready to stand your ground here. You're ready to make some sort of improvement on things. You're ready for something. It's like a burden to be put down and like new opportunities coming your way. It's like a lot of you are like, okay, this is what I'm ready for now. And look at this. 10. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. You have the Empress, the Sun, and the Strength card. And the other cards just like flipped and they're all right here. Oh my gosh. This is something really big that you're doing. It's like your whole life is going to flip upside down, but I feel like in a good way. It's like everything here. See, it's like you have the World, you have the Magician here. You're trying to manifest here, this ending here. Something within you that you've been conflicted about with this Two of Pentacles. It's like with the Hermit here, there was something inside of you here that you were conflicted. And it could be from the time you were a child. You didn't feel blessed, you felt cursed. This is reversed energy. The Six of Cups here. And the reversed energy of the Hermit here. I read intuitively, so I don't read, by reversals or not reversals, or those were reversed. This is what flipped out. So this is what's flipping out of your life. This uncertainty, this needing to manifest out of this. That's what you did here. Wow. So, and what's left is a lot of blessings. A lot of blessings. You in your true energy. Whenever I see the Sun and the Strength card coming out together in a Leo reading, this is telling me that you're in your energy. You are standing in your power. You are experiencing full joy. You are glowing like the light of the sun, like you should be. You're in alignment with your inner being. And to have the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles, this is really something here that you're changing in your life. that you're saying, you know, I decided that I want to have a change. And for a lot of you, angels are helping you. Okay, my angel was knocked over by this. Like, yeah, I have an angel oil here, and that was the only other thing that fell over. Like, yeah, angels are taking away from you what needs to be removed and putting in its place what needs to be done, because there is a part that you had to play in it, and you did it. You did it by speaking your truth, by standing up for yourself, by acknowledging something, by facing something, standing for something. There was something there that needed to be done. Person, things that needed to be cut out, and you decided to do that. And you deciding to do that, now this is the universe coming in to help you out, because this was the guidance that the universe had given you to follow, and you decided to do so. Okay. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Jeez. Sorry if that was loud. It was loud for me, jeez. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands, and then you have the Knight of Wands. So could be in a situation that you were dealing with. Could have been an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. Could have also been what's September, Virgo, or Libra. Being back and forth, not having the commitment. There was something here that you were holding, that you were protecting, but it wasn't a good energy. You didn't feel good protecting this. You didn't feel good hiding this. It was a wounded energy, and it's like, okay, I just got wounded, so now I'm gonna like block everything off, and I'm gonna wait and be ready for something to come wound me again, so I can hurt it before it hurts me. You know, and there is a time for this energy, right? And then the time for this energy passes. And that's what has happened here. And you're realizing that. And it's a time to try something different, right? That's what this is signifying here. And so this Knight of Wands is you deciding to try something different. You deciding to do something different. And going somewhere where you don't have any roots. Exploring different things that you're interested in exploring, and like going where you haven't gone before. Something about mystery here. You're willing to go forth with the pyramids in the background. It's signifying a mystery here. And it's like you're protected on this journey here. That's what the salamanders represent. And the yellow color here is representing, you know, are you going forward? This is the solar plexus chakra. So is this something that is calling you to go forward? You know, this is, you know, where you're following your own self-empowerment to go forth and understand these mysteries and explore something where you don't have roots. If you're doing that, then yes, this is when this energy is necessary and good for us in our lives. And when this is helping us explore new things. It's like this energy of, you know, if I'm in a cave and we're all cave people, right? And it's like, okay, well, we're cave people, so, you know, we live in caves, that's it. And it's kind of like this confliction within you, like, I don't know, I think there's something more out there, you know? And then when you try to go out there, people are like, what are you doing? You're a cave person, you know? They're like shun you a little bit. So then it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to do that again. But there's just something within you that's like, you know what? I got to go explore out there into this world. Somebody had that thought to break some kind of rule here. And it was you with somebody else to express something in a different way, to do something in a different way because something wasn't right. And maybe there was a time and place when behaving a particular way helped you. But that behavior no longer was helping you, was no longer serving you, and so it needed to go. And that could have been people or, you know, just any establishment, anything that you were holding back. There's a time where holding back things is good, and that will protect us. And yeah, we need to rein it in a little bit, but that's not forever. You don't need to block off your heart forever. But when you're vulnerable, you know, a turtle needs to go in their shell when they, you know, they're wounded or they're tired. Like, yeah, that would be a good time. You know, so you can survive. But you don't want to just stay in there. You can't just stay in there. You need to come out, you know. So it's like, yeah, there is a time to block off your heart when you are jaded from, you know, a wound from being hurt in love, you know. I knew the Wheel of Fortune was coming out. I knew, because the time of this energy is over, of this holding back, of this needing to heal, of this confusion here. All of this is coming to an end, and that's what this card signifies. And yes, it is your destiny, so you have to wait for divine timing, but at the same time, you control when it is divine timing, when the Wheel of Fortune comes into your life, because it's your inner engineering. It's you making things right within you and everything being orchestrated at the proper time. You know, so you can speed this along more than you think that you can, really. And that's what you're doing, because it's you know, it's very quick. It goes from, you know what, I'm not sure about this, I'm not moving, to bam, bam. No, this is here. This is happening for real, you know? So there's different ways. Wow. Okay, Page of Wands. So this is, look at the mysteries getting closer here, getting closer to your journey here, to uncovering this new mystery here, something really beautiful that's going to bring a lot of joy for you in your life that you've been wanting for a long, long time here. So, you know, this Sphinx represents the mystery of this world. And you don't know, you know, a lot of times when you have to stand in your truth, you know, you have to follow intuition on that. There's an element of the unknown. You don't know how people are going to respond to it. You don't know what's going to happen. There is a leap of faith element. There is, this is a, you know, mystery of how this is going to go. And you just feel this calling that it's right for you. And you got to do this. This is Moana being like, you know, I've got to go out onto the ocean. You know, not everybody has a grandma that's like, yeah, this is right. You need to go. You know, I'm going to show up as a, you know, manta ray and help you. You know, no. So it's like, you know, you have to figure that out. And that's what you're doing here at this time. It's like the four signs, fixed energies in the four elements. It's like, you know, each element has its importance, each way of being. And that's why they're holding these books here, because it's learning how to navigate each energy, right? And the snake here is signifying, you know, the belly on the earth, snakes. So it's like snakes trust their gut. This is how they get their information. You know, they know before you're coming because they feel it. So it's paying attention, sorry about that, to this feeling that is within you. And then, you know, this creature here representing a healthy amount of mystery, right? Moana had to break a rule to sneak out and to go out onto the ocean here. So she had to trust. And this is mischievous. You know, she was stealing this boat. And this is something that was forbidden, you know? So, you know, there is an element to that, and there is a time for that and a place for that. And that's the time and place that's happening in your life now. You know, this radical change that you're doing within you. And it can be that it's like, I'm also getting from this, it seems like from the outside world, you're just like doing nothing. You're just like in your own little world, away from the outside world. The outside world doesn't know that all of this is going on. Oh, but it's going on. And they're about to see. Okay? They're about to see. Yeah. Some of you, there's some kind of an accreditation. There's some kind of a level that you're going to reach that you've been hoping to reach for a long time. That's what that red feather represents. Okay, so this is someone who, and look at how much more yellow there is on the Page of Wands. You know, they have a little bit of yellow, but they have a lot of armor. You know, like, yeah, because they're going faster on this horse, right? So it's like, okay, I'm going to leap over here. Now I'm going to go, how much more travel, how much, sorry, how much quicker can you travel with a horse than on foot, right? So this is why this person has some armor, right? Because you're going to come across something and you're going to need to protect yourself all of a sudden. Walking, you can see what you're coming up on. You know what I mean? And you're not needing to rely on something else to get you places, right? You're relying on yourself and facing these mysteries on your own. It's like the horse can represent friends or other people or things in your life that are helping you, right, reach a certain point quicker. Sometimes if a friend has gone through something similar, this can be beneficial. This can help us when it comes down to it, when you really get close to these mysteries here, because these pyramids are getting closer here. So you have to face that on your own. And that's what you're doing here. A lot of passion here. You're following your passion. You're following what's right for you. And this is very important. Two of Wands. It's like you're going to be able to expand to new horizons that you didn't think were possible. You keep getting this Page of Swords card. I love this card for you. And the World. Yeah, something is over now. You're ready to face something. You're ready to fight something. And you're ready for something to be over. And that's something that you deserve to have in your life here. That's something that is very beneficial for you. Yeah, look at this. Sun at the bottom of the deck yet again. I mean, you just cannot make this up. You are standing in your power here at this time. That's the overall energy here. And it's like, you know, you have this Three of Swords here. So it's like there's been a heartache. And you're switching, right? That's what I'm talking about. There is this confused, held back energy. And very quickly, this is switching to this joy. So it's like, you know, you're very close. You're closer than you think. What you are seeking is seeking you at the same time as well. So this is a very beautiful energy here. There is something here that you became proficient in, you know, this feather here. There is something here that you have learned that you're now, it's like, okay, now you understand how to navigate something. Because it's like looking out here, he's trying to figure out what next to conquer in the world. So it's like, I reached this level. And now I'm at the next level. So now I have to learn this, right? Now I have to plan what's this going to look like. Now I have a whole new set of challenges, you know, because I made it to this new level here. So that's what's happening here at this time. And so now it's like, now it's just time to get the work done, to be dedicated. And you're doing that. And this is closing out and ending a past cycle here, which is so very interesting because, you know, fixed sign all over the world here. It's like there is something here that came to an end and now you're rising above to the new situation here. So I feel like throughout this year, during the fixed signs times of the year, is when there is going to be monumental changes in your life. So this is during Aquarius season right now, during Taurus season, during Leo season, during Scorpio season. You may notice serious, significant life changes that are happening during this time, you know, things closing out and new things coming in. It's like you have a lot of catching up to do as far as receiving blessings. And that's what this is talking about, because you have to first say, you know, no, I'm not taking less than. Because if you take less than, the universe is like, all right, they want less than. But you're finally deciding, no. Queen of Swords is like, no, I know I'm worthy of more. No. And Justice is you being in the energy to finally receive it. And this is the overall energy of the reading. So this is your happiness significantly growing here. And this is something that, you know, you are deserving of. Okay, sorry, Leo. Okay, let's clarify here. clarify. I want to see this Two of Pentacles. So we want to, maybe you want to understand a little more about some uncertainties you have, help you with balancing something. I feel like balancing back and forth. It's kind of this energy of you don't want to balance things for other people, right? And maybe for a lot of you, that has been something that you have learned here. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to balance everything for everybody else. They have to kind of handle things on their own, and then you can go on and do what it is that you are wanting to do here. You have the Queen of Swords and you have the Page of Swords here. So the Queen of Swords is an energy of, hey, no. And this could be somebody here, with the Page of Swords, someone that's trying to influence you, someone that's trying to guilt trip you, to sway you, to persuade you in a way. The Page of Swords is the spy card. It doesn't always have to indicate that, but it can mean you putting your foot down with someone who is trying to get back in your good graces and not to fall for that. Especially if this person, put their burdens on you, and did not own things that needed to be owned. If a person is, talking about their detriments, like causing you to feel sorry for them, it's like, no, that's not your responsibility. It's their responsibility. And, you have to do what's right for you in this life. So Spirit is kind of like saying, make sure you're focusing on yourself here and what it is that you are exactly wanting. And finally being vigilant about something it is that you want to learn more about, that you want to spend your time doing. This person is choosing to climb up to this mountain to learn how to use this sword, something that he wants to learn how to do, and he's dedicating himself to learn how to do. So he's putting his wants and needs first, and this is something that you deserve to do. You deserve to say, hey, this is something that I want to do, and I don't have to answer to you about wanting to do it, or anything like that. So there is something here during Aquarius season that you're juggling back and forth with doing, with trying, with starting, with putting out there. And Spirit is like, yeah, do it. It's going to lead to a lot of success for you. A lot of success for you. Okay. I want to see about this Knight of Wands card here. What about this Knight of Wands? You have the Two of Wands, and then you have the Knight of Cups here. So there is a point here where you're figuring out what is next. You have healed from things, you have celebrated a situation here, or you have gotten acclimated. I don't know what I was trying to say. Something. Acclimated. You've become acclimated to a particular situation, and now you're just making plans for what is next. And this is when there is something coming in for you here with this Knight of Cups. Yeah, this could be an unexpected business opportunity, or it could be like an unexpected love offer. I love the Three of Pentacles for a love offer, because this is somebody who, look at this, I'm telling you, it's unexpected and sudden. Yeah, you could be invited to go somewhere with other people here with this Three of Cups here. This could be involving a Scorpio person, or this could just be you have understood that there was a period in your life in the recent past where you had to overcome something, where you had to transition away from something, where you told somebody that they don't have a power over your life. Like somebody thought that they got a free pass because they're a king, right? And it's like their crown falling off, and you see the horse walking over the king with the crown. So this is signifying that, no one is spared when it comes to death here, even the priest, no one is spared. So this is what this signifies. Everyone has to answer and face death, and no matter what you do, so it's like we're all equals. Basically what I'm trying to say. There is a person that is trying to, get something for something they didn't do. something that they're not a part of, something that they didn't participate in, and they are not worthy of this credit. And that is not your problem. It could be a person that is obsessed with some sort of success that you have now come into, and like the spotlight that you have here. So it's like that's something to be weary of, is that, you know, you have the Page of Swords twice here. Someone obsessed with your energy and somebody who is jealous of your energy, trying to learn more. Because it feels like you have a lot of opportunities coming in that other people are not wanting you to have. You know what I mean? But these opportunities are deserved to you. They are owed to you, okay? This is a part of your destiny, and it is because of something that you faced. It's like, you know, when Harry Potter, okay, was in the snake's, you know, home inside of the castle, basilisk. I can't pronounce things, I don't know. The Phoenix came and gave Harry Potter the sword of Gryffindor. I know a little bit about Harry Potter. And, you know, this bird, this magical bird, like spirit, giving you this Ace of Sword, right, is because you stood in your truth. You know, Harry Potter was like defending Dumbledore. He was defending, you know, Hogwarts. He was defending people everywhere. You know, he was standing up for something here. And this is something that you did that wasn't easy, because there's a lot of people that, you know, that questioned you that you didn't know. Yeah. Look at this Ten of Swords, and then look at this King of Wands. It's like you had to believe in yourself without a reason, without any evidence. Look at how these swords are, right? Very different. So you didn't know that this Ace of Swords was going to show up for you. You just had to trust and believe in the divine. You had to surrender. And the universe is blessing you for this because of the purity. Some of you may see like a white bird, a white dove, a white horse. This is symbol of purity, pure spirit. And it's a symbol of freedom, because you are now free from something, and spirit wants you to know, okay, the divine is helping you through this. Okay. Now I want to clarify the world, right? What's the world? What's this right here? You have the Four of Cups, and then you have the Strength card. There was a lot of disappointment here in your life. You had a lot of disappointment. You had a lot of, no matter what you did, you were stuck in this energy, and you try and you try, and then you're stuck. And you try and you try, and then you're stuck. So there was something here that it took you quite some time to overcome it, but it doesn't matter. You know, Spirit wants you to be proud that you overcame it, because there are some people that never overcome this. And it's like you didn't have any help with this. Yeah. You have this King of Swords now. So this is someone who, you know, your mind cannot be used against you anymore. That's changed now. There's another person that doesn't have this control over your mind. It's like you have immense clarity here. You know, it's like we started out in a lot of confusion and uncertainty, and now you have a lot of clarity. So it's like there is something here that in the beginning, when you face it, it can be very scary, and you don't know how it's going to go, and you may feel a little bit worse after you do so, but that's not going to last. Spirit wants you to know that, you know, you're going to feel this empowerment. You're going to, you know, feel this mental and emotional clarity, and you are going to receive this balance and this crown. This is a crown. So this is receiving a crown. Other people are going to see that you have this crown, and you didn't think that you had this crown, but you had it all along. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I want to see Page of Swords. Oh, so many. No, way too many. Way too many. We got one card and I can't see it. Okay, two more. Flipped over. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Four of Swords, the Sun, and the Nine of Cups. What's something else? The Empress. Are you kidding me? How many times now did the Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Empress come out? In the other deck, we had the Ten of Pentacles come out with the Empress and the Sun, and I put them all back, right? The Sun is still here. Bam. There is something here. There is something really remarkable here that, you know, you have been praying for that is going to change your day-to-day life here. There is an energy here that you have that is about to be reflected in the physical in your life that hasn't been ever at this level. Ever, ever, ever. And this is something that, you know, you're learning to use this sword that has been given. You're learning this crown is meant for you. Right? It's like you didn't think a crown was meant for you. You didn't think you were worthy of a crown. You're worthy of a crown. Yeah, you are, you know. And you're seeing this now. You're believing this now. You know, this is a wonderful thing here. This is a beautiful new beginning here for you. And you know, this is someone who has people around them that they can trust, family, friends. You know, there's dogs here representing loyalty. So this is companionship as well. And a lot of you have been wanting that for a long, long time, not just material success. And, you know, there is a beggar here coming to give them a gift. So the most unlikely things still work out well for you. You know, it's like things are always magically working out for me. Abraham Hicks, yeah. It's like you hear of these people and you see of these people and you're going to be one of these people because you're one of these people that took the leap of faith here. And this is going to inspire others to do the same thing. Let's see. This is freaking remarkable. You could have a Leo person coming in for you. You could have a Taurus person coming in for you. Could be an air sign. There's a lot of air energy here, which would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, look, you have the Moon card here. A mystery is going to be revealed, I feel like, in love. There is a mystery in love. And it's like, who are you going to end up with? Who is it going to be, you know? What's this Wheel of Fortune about here? All right. You have the Devil. You have the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Star. This mental prison that you have been in, this toxicity that you have allowed yourself, you have allowed in your life in some capacity, which is, you know, it is okay. We're all here learning and growing, but there is something here that was not good for you. Within you, all around your world, people in your world, situations within yourself, how you felt, everything. And you decided to heal yourself from this. You decided to say, I'm going to hand this over to the divine and I'm going to trust them. And I'm going to go for my star. You know, that's what this is representing here. There is these stars in unison and there's one just out of place. And you said, that's my star. That's for me. And I get to decide what I'm going to do with this star. And I'm going to take all of this energy, all of these emotions here, and I'm going to pour this out. And I'm going to trust in the divine to handle this for me. Realizing that you are source energy here on this physical earth. And this is why her foot is not sinking in the water. It's like, I'm trusting in the divine. Spirit is the one. The divine is the one. Source is the one. Angels are the one. I am a representation of that here on this earth. And I am blessed because I see, you know, you see that, you know, this is spirit, you know, that's healing, that's doing this. It's not you. But it is you because you are source energy. So this is a circle of appreciation and unconditional love and joy. Wow. Yeah, there is something here that you're shifting your focus on. that has been very, very difficult for you and very, very disappointing for quite some time, and has put you in hangman mode for a long time. And then we got hermit mode. Of course we do. Of course we do. You were going back and forth within yourself to heal yourself from a betrayal that was keeping you in a prison here. Yeah, this is very powerful. This could have to do with the Capricorn person. It doesn't have to be, but a lot of things were brought to light during this past Capricorn season. And now in Aquarius season, it's like the healing is coming to a completion and the blessings are now here. Yeah. Do you see how quickly this is happening? Do you see how quickly? You have the Tower again with the Knight of Swords. Okay, what's under here? We have the Hierophant and the Emperor. So you're moving towards, major commitment here, major leveling up here. You're moving towards major improvements in your life here. And this is because you shifted your focus and you said, you know what? Yeah, there is a lot of things that are disappointing. There is a lot of things that are not going the way that I want them to go. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to focus on what it is that I'm passionate about. And I'm just going to trust that the divine is going to put everything in place. And this new journey has been put before you. And there you go. You're going. You're going on the journey now. I mean, this is so powerful. I can't even think. Wow. Okay. I want to see about this, this person coming in for you. Owl energy. This is guided by the divine. This is spirit handing you this person that is a person for you, the one for you. Didn't I say a white bird? Purity. This is a pure soul. This is someone that, you've had lifetimes before with. This is someone that, you have been wanting for a long, long time. This is someone that you have been hoping for quite some time. And they've been hoping for you as well. What a beautiful, beautiful energy. Excuse me. Okay. Shut up. Shut up. And doesn't Harry Potter has Hedwig, the owl? O-M freaking G. The Phoenix. Forks the Phoenix. Okay. I wasn't expecting to remember that. It just came to me. Wow. This is a major transformation. Lord, wait. Where's the sword? Come on. There you go. Sword of Gryffindor. Flying to you. Wow. Remarkable. This could be another person. And look at the white wings on this phoenix, the way that this is depicted. This could be another person that has gone through this rebirth as well. Could be another fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah. Just someone with a big, big heart. Someone with, emotional depth to them. That they have this huge heart. Whales protect humans from sharks. I love sharks. Got a little shark back there. But, or from other, creatures of the sea that may cause them harm, So this is someone that wouldn't harm a soul. There's like a whale that like swallowed 2 people kayaking and then just like spit them back out. They're fine. Awesome. So this is a person that would not hurt anyone. And even if they don't understand someone, even if they don't, can't communicate with them, they're going to treat all beings with respect and with love, and they just have this, can you imagine seeing a whale in the ocean? It's just very calming, majestic presence about them that they bring a level of maturity out in other people, They understand other people. They don't, even if another person is behaving they will always find a way to calm this person and to turn this person around and to open them up. It's just something naturally that this person does. Yeah, this is someone who's very dedicated and they want to find someone they can build a home with. That's what I'm getting from this spider energy. They want someone that they can create a family with, and they appreciate your creative energy. They want to be here on this earth to co-create and to make a healthy home to live in and to help one another here. Okay, let's see what you got here. You got the whale. You got the whale. You got the whale. Wow. You may go somewhere to look at whales and then you meet a person. How cool. Great worry over nothing. Wow. This uncertainty is going to pass. So know that. Unsettled times need to plan ahead, kangaroo. Okay. So yeah, there is uncertainty here, but you're going to see that there is no need to worry. If something else comes up, you know, there is no need to worry. And seeing a whale is a symbol of that. So that is what Spirit is wanting you to know. You have a feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. There may be a person here, you know, in your past that's not dependable. And the way that you're going to know about this is you're going to trust your gut and how you feel about something. That's, you know, what the feather is talking about here. So that's just something to bring to your awareness. But I feel like it's something that you already feel like that is true, and Spirit is going to show you that there is going to be the clarity, right? There is uncertainty perhaps about a particular person, and you're going to come into clarity. So if you're feeling in your gut, you know, that's what this feather I feel like is talking about here. You have wind chimes, peace and harmony. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Leo. I'm so excited for all these beautiful blessings to come into your life. Okay, thank you so much. If you want to like or subscribe, that would be awesome. I also have a book. It's called One Light. It's all about the law of attraction and manifesting. So if you're interested, that's in the description for you. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope we see you next time. Okay.